now I'm no longer muted myself. Hello. It's Winnie here. I'm ready to play a game from my childhood. We've got Sonic Adventure 2 coming soon. Let's see if we can get this loaded right. Probably. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. Where is... Alright. Fix this. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Boom. So we've got a lovely game here. Sonic Adventure 2. Let's get going here. Okay. Oh, we gotta get this guy going. Game. So this is a game from my beloved childhood. I haven't played it in quite a long time, and there are some fun little quirks to getting it running. So let's get 'em. Yeah, so this is Sonic Adventure 2. Looks a little different, but I think it's fine. I think it's just some of the graphics were a little weird or something. Either way, this game was my childhood. Oh, I can go into the... Wait. Oh my god! Hey, look at this. You can see the game now. Oops. I don't like the fact that PS2 games are considered retro. That hurts me. That hurts my soul. But yeah, so Sonic, it looks a little weird. Don't worry about it though. We've got a nice little thing. I'm a little worried that the controller might be dying. I don't know. It's making some noise, so we'll see. Yeah, it's Winnie and Sonic Adventure 2. Yes, it is vibrating. Oh, is that it trying to do like vibration control things? Because it's really sad. If so. Oh no! So this guy right over here is Chaos. Or Chaos. I don't know. He's water. He's just a water guy. He's the main villain of Sonic Adventure 2, okay? Yeah. So we're gonna kick his butt. We'll see how this, these controls go. Okay, look at this. All right. So I tested this out a little bit beforehand, and, I'm really sorry about the camera angles. Yes, they probably are a bit low. I will have to fix that after this. I will be honest though, the sound balance in this game is absolutely abysmal. So I wouldn't have too high of hopes for that.
Big Drip, where you going?
Yeah, Big Drip. What are you doing? Where is he going? It's almost like he was made out of water this whole time. It's the ultimate life form. Oh. Oh. Who's that? The ultimate life form. God, this game looks amazing. It looks so good. All right, look at us. Oh, now we're just lounging. Just lounging around. Tails is having a time, it looks like.
Tails?
Tails?
Watch out, you're gonna crash.
Ah! But yeah, we had, okay, no, the vibrating is definitely meant to be. It happened with the crash. But yeah, we had a little bit of trouble getting things working. Because yeah, it's an old game, an old port, and it's already kind of a funny little surprise of a game, too. So, the controls aren't very good, but it works. So let's play some City Escape. Aw, yeah, baby! So yeah, we gotta escape from the city. Tails is somewhere around here, I think? Boom, 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 boom! But yeah, this is running better than than it was. I'll give it this. Oh dear. Sonic, please! Come on, sir. We will escape from the city. I'll make it through. Follow me. Set me free. Sorry, this song is a banger. It is so good. But yeah, our other attempt at this game, it like doesn't have a capped frame rate, which, you know, in theory isn't a problem on like, you know, a GameCube or a Dreamcast. On a PC port, that becomes a bit of an issue, as you can probably imagine. You do go very, very fast. God, you go fast. Oh, okay, cool. You just zoom on by. So it's working fairly well, though. This is about how I remember the controls when I was a wee little lass. Yep. Oh, yep. This is... Okay. This is what I remember. I think I even have the... Is this the free camera? I think it is the free camera, which is, I think, the improvement? Oh, come on. We can do this! We gotta escape from the city! Hang around at the speedhouse. He did that all by himself. For the record. But yeah, this was one of Sonic's first forays into 3D. Ooh, 3D. Definitely had some growing pains in a bit of an interesting way. Like, I will, I'll be honest, I did not play Mario 64 when I was a wee Winnie. I don't know why we never had it, but we never had it. Come on. So this was one of my, like, first, like, 3D platforming experiences. Well, okay, Croc technically was, but, like, this was my first, like, oh my god, it's the sprites on the big screen. So I freaking loved it. I loved it. It was terrible. I loved it so much. All right, so we won. Wow. Wow. All right. Doo-doo-doo. And I got, oh wait, no, the C, was the C my level? I don't know. We'll find out.
Hey, Sonic. Long time no see, huh?
Long time no see.
Glad you're okay. What happened anyway? You're too good of a pilot to just crash like that.
That was a test run using a new prototype propulsion system.
Here is our very smart little guy.
why not just use my plane, the tornado?
Oh, I love the eyebrows. They really get me. We did it! Whoa!
A chaos emerald.
A chaos emerald.
I just happened to find one of the
Oh,
seven
how
emeralds during one of my
nice,
test
Tails.
This
He
thing's
found
got
one.
unlimited power, you know. So I figured, why not use it to power my plane? Supercharged.
Supercharged.
You gotta come over to my workshop, Sonic.
Okay, we gotta
show you.
get some open world action in here.
The fastest way is by train.
I realized it was, when did I realized recently, maybe it was Selen's stream of this, Sonic Adventure is technically like one of the first like open world-ish games, as far as I can remember. I mean, there's almost certainly ones that appeared before this, but like, this is an open world. It's not a good open world, but it is an open world,
To the Mystic Ruins.
which I think is very special. All right, and so we take the train. Oh, little schoolgirl. Take the train on over here. Let's
The train
go.
headed
Oh.
for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Ah, yes, the Mystic Ruins. But yeah, Sonic has always been a part of my wee little life. It all started back in the day when Mama Winnie got us a Sega Genesis.
Tails Workshop.
I don't think I've ever beaten a Sega Sonic game, but man, did I love playing the games. But I was also terrible at them. But you know, when wee little wolf just meandering around in a cool world, you don't really care. And then you realize eventually that like there's more of them, and they keep making more of them. And you get a game like this and you go, whoa, it's gonna be so much fun. And that's about when you start to realize the reality of Sonic games and what they tend to be, to put it lightly. But you know, I was excited anyways. I saw Sonic in 3D and I went, yo, Mama Winnie, this is perfect. And Mama Winnie got this game, got Sonic Adventure too. And this is what we did with our lives. Aw, yeah! Listen to this music. Okay. Beat of sound, got places to go, gotta follow my way home. All systems full power. Yeah, this is quite the game. There's a couple different routes, but obviously, you know, you gotta start with Sonic. You just gotta. I think it might even make you start with Sonic. I'm not quite sure. Zoom, 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 zoom. But yeah, for more history on wee baby Winnie and her adventures with Sonic the Hedgehog, see, around the time that little Winnie was really excited for this kind of stuff and really like realizing that, you know, I'm my own little wolf. I can have likes and dislikes and I can do things. And so I went, wow, there's this thing called the internet. I wonder if I can look up my favorite game, Sonic the Hedgehog. And boy, did I. Boy, did I look up Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic was actually my first, like, quote-unquote internet community that I was a part of. I had a lot of freedom on the web, and I don't think anyone really knew what was going on either. But so, I found this website, and it was a Sonic site. It was a Sonic fan site that hosted, they had fan fiction, they had message boards, they did a radio drama. I downloaded MP3 files to listen to these, I don't even remember how old they were, but they were probably older than me at the time. And I was listening to them voice act their own fan fictions and narrate them. And they released their professional MP3s, and I downloaded them to listen to them because YouTube didn't exist. You couldn't just throw something up and listen to it. You had to have it on your computer. And so I did. And I also found out through that there was a comic. There's a couple of comics, actually. I never actually read the comics, but because all these people were into the comics, I said, wow, I like the comics too. I still have yet to actually read the comics. Many, many years later, but I knew the characters. And that's all that really mattered, right? I knew Julie Sue. I knew Knuckles and all of his family members that we legally cannot speak about to this day. Like, I knew stuff. I knew about Mighty the Hedgehog, and I knew, well, no, Mighty the Armadillo. I am tarnishing his great name. I knew about him. Did I ever play Knuckles Chaotix? No. How could I have gotten it? But I knew these things. And I wanted to be cool on the internet. And so I really liked Mighty. I had no clue about who Mighty was, but I liked Mighty. I just killed Tails there. But yeah, there was someone on the internet on one of these message boards that really liked Mighty, and I also thought they were a really cool person, and that's why I decided that I liked Mighty too. Another thing that they were very into, aw, there goes that life. As I'm sure you can probably imagine, they were very into the Sonic Saturday Morning cartoon. Not Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, but, you know, the grimdark one on Mobius with Sally and Antoine and Bunny and all those fun guys. All that fun stuff. I decided I liked that too. Because, you know, everyone else liked it. And Sally was really cool. Like, at the time, like, you know what? People didn't have a very good opinion of Amy. They were like, oh, she's just obnoxious. And, like, I wanted to be cool too. So, honestly, I also thought she was obnoxious. But see, Sally, she was cool. She didn't need to be rescued. For the record, I still have yet to actually watch Sonic Saturday Morning. Because it's actually kind of a hard watch. Come on, let me through. It's not really the best, like, produced series. Not that, like, any of the Sonic stuff is, but, like, you know, it's a Saturday morning cartoon at the end of the day. But I still liked Sally. And I think I liked Bunny the best because she was a half robot, and I thought that was really cool, and she had, like, cool, I don't know, she was cool, and she called you Sugar, and I thought that was cute. But Sally was the cool one because she didn't care about Sonic, except she did. And I thought that was really badass. And so I liked her a lot. I still like her as a character, except now I also like Amy Rose because she is strong, she is perfect, I don't care. Oh dear. I don't care what people say about her being obnoxious or whatever. It's not her fault. It is not her fault that she is like that. But yeah, so this website with they are cowards and losers, and that's why I think I should read the Sonic comics from beginning to end. Because I think that would be really fun. Yeah. Oh, I wish you could see my face. But yeah, I want to do it. But yeah, people, you know, there was a lot of like shit on the internet, especially around girls and women and people who weren't, you know, dudes. And so there was a lot of just like not so cool behavior around that. And I think that Tails, you are rooting my view. I think that contributed to a lot of the like weird stuff in fandom. But I still didn't really care because I was too young to even really like pick up on that at the time. So I didn't even really like realize it was a thing. Even on this website, like it was definitely a thing that was happening. But you know, I'm just sitting like, cool, look at this fan fiction. They were like novel-length fan fiction. Like long quest lines. Long stories that were super convoluted. And I loved it. I ate it up. Also, there were dinosaurs. See, this site, was, I think it might still exist. At least last I checked, it did. So, like, don't, just let it be. But the site's name was NetRaptor. And it was heralded by this one person who really liked Sonic and really liked dinosaurs. And so what did she do? She wrote fan fiction about Sonic and dinosaurs together. And it was just like a normal thing. I can't remember the name of the main dinosaur, but there was a name. Oh, this isn't a cutscene. Oops. There was a name. Was it something like Sickle? I don't know. She was the Velociraptor, for what it's worth. Can I go in here? No? Okay. Come on. Let me go. No? Okay. But yeah, she was a Velociraptor, and she was friends with the whole Sonic crew, of course. And there was one plot line that kind of centered around the idea of these Chow who... Oh, I can't get in here, can I? But it was centered around these Chow, which were like destined to save the world. Like, you know, they were like a part of the Chaos Emerald. Because, you know, Chow. So there were 7 of them. And they also corresponded to 7 different Sonic characters in that fanfiction, and they all had to work together. And I think there was time travel too, probably. Yeah, I think there was. So there's time travel stuff going on and shenanigans and just all sorts of stuff. Come on, come on. Oh, did I just like... Okay, good. Come on. Okay. That's not working. Ready, go. Oh. Sorry, I didn't realize I had to turn all the way blue. My cursor is on the screen. You're correct. No, it's not. But yeah, so these Chow had to like grow up and get strong and stuff. And like all the Chow were kind of like, they complemented the character that they were like partnered with. Which I thought was really cool, and I really liked that idea, and I wanted an idea like that in my world. Nothing ever came of that, though. Do I need to go... Let's see. Do I go this way now? But yeah, so we have these dinosaurs. Time-traveling dinosaurs. I think, they also might have been, so, back onto the Sonic Saturday Morning and that timeline of Mobius and stuff, there's this funny little thing called roboticization. It was very grimdark. Incredibly grimdark for... Hey there, Flower Boy! I am not playing on GameCube. I am playing the Steam port of it. It exists. I'll say that much. I can't say that it plays well, but it plays, and I've already gotten myself lost, I think. But yeah, these dinosaurs. And one of the dinosaurs was partially roboticized, because why not? Like, just go for it. Do I have to go back to the Mystic Rune? I gotta go play pinball. I can't figure out how to get to pinball. But yeah, so there was all sorts of drama and stuff. It was very... Go through Station Square. Thank you. Thank you, Stove. We'll find out. But yeah, it was a very dramatic storyline, and... No, the hotel. Okay, hotel. And at one point, you know, they needed their big dramatic stuff going on. At one point, Sonic was feeling very depressed. He was very down on his luck. And so, I kid you not, he found strength in a higher power and got through the day.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing.
And that's when I realized that not only was this, like, community a, like, Sonic and dinosaurs, but a lot of the people were also incredibly religious, which, you know, that not knocking on that or anything. But my little kid mind was freaking blown at that point. That there was like time travel and dinosaurs and religion and chows. It blew my little kid mind. I still think back on that, like that message board fairly fondly. I think it's really cute. Like they all drew fan art of it and everything. It was very dramatic. And it was like, it was my first internet community. And I definitely should probably not have been on the message boards, but I was. And I think it was very apparent that I was a young little Winnie. But, you know, I was just talking to these, they were like, you know, I don't even know how old they were, but I was just talking with them, thinking I was super cool. And like looking back, like, they were probably making fun of me, but, you know, there were a good number of kids there, too. Like, come on. If you Google Sonic the Hedgehog, you are going to find Sonic the Hedgehog, regardless of who it's from. Oh god, pinball! So I was very excited about that, and that's actually how I... Come on, come on. Come on, Sonic. That is... how I got my start on the internet. was finding Sonic fan fiction and trying to be really, really cool and talk about things that I didn't actually know about. Like, I've still yet to this day, I've not read the comics, I have not finished Saturday Morning Sonic, like, but man, I loved that stuff. I loved it so much. I had opinions. This is where I learned about having opinions on the internet. Like, you can do that, and it's weird. And so I had opinions on the internet. And I wrote my fan fiction on the internet. And I drew my Sonic OCs on the internet. And I thought I was really cool. I still kind of think that I was really cool for that stuff. And, you know, I also, when you read fan fiction, you kind of, it's pretty self-indulgent. I don't know if you guys have ever written or read much, you've probably read fan fiction, let's be real. But have you written it? That is its own experience. An experience like no other. Your world is limitless when you realize, hey, I really like Sonic the Hedgehog. What if I was friends with Sonic the Hedgehog? Is what my little kid brain went to. And so I started thinking up, you know, my funny little Sonic OCs. There was only ever really one who, like, stuck that I, like, you know, imprinted on. Wait, is that good? Is that bad? That was bad. Okay. But yeah, there was only ever really one Sonic OC I had that kind of, like, really stuck around, if that makes sense. Her name originally was Dream. I say originally because at a certain point on the internet, I started feeling shame. You know, you're sitting there and you realize eventually, like, oh, people are, like, making fun of some of this, which, you know, it's kids, it's whatever. People are gonna make fun of things. They're gonna be little shitty kids on the internet. But so I was like, well, maybe her name shouldn't be Dream, because that, you know, that was kind of a cliche name, right? So eventually I changed her name to Fawn. She wasn't a deer. She was a hedgehog. Well, at first she was a hedgehog. At some point, she turned into a hedgehog-tiger hybrid. I think because I wanted cat ears and stripes. So I gave her cat ears and stripes. She was a white hedgehog / tiger girl. It was very dramatic. Wait, I don't want to do pinball again. I want to do something else. She had some very, like, I think her parents had been killed or something. Like, she had that emo backstory. And it was very, very dramatic. And just like, oh no. And she was friends with all the Sonic folk. You know, not only that, they all lived together. Yup, Sonic and Knuckles and Tails, and I don't even know who else. They all, you know, just kind of hung out together, lived in the same place, and she was there with them. Hey, camera? 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 Uh-oh. Uh-oh, camera, let me out. There we go. Yeah, everyone, you know, lived together. They were all friends. And they all supported Fawn / Dream / whatever. They all supported her and her emo-ness and everything that she dealt with in life. And I think she had some powers. I can't quite remember that part. I don't know how much of it has survived the internet and various computers changing hands. It'd be fun to try and figure that out, see what still exists of Dream. But yes, I wrote my funny little fan fiction where they were all friends and, you know, they supported each other. She liked Sonic a lot, but she didn't want to admit it, so she didn't. But he, like, kind of knew, but he didn't say anything about it because, you know, he wanted to respect her for who she was. So he did. Trying to remember what else I did with her. But yeah, eventually I got to a point where, you know, you see this stuff on the interwebs. You look around, they make these like funny little... Sonic is a bro. Sonic does respect women, and I think that's really nifty of him. Whoa, where am I? Sonic is a woman respecter, and we should appreciate that. What the hell did I just do? Okay. But yeah, Sonic is a God. Come on, Eggman. Sonic is a bro. He's a very good bro, and he respects women, and so he respected Dream. And he, you know, he didn't push her, he just let her, you know, hang out. They lived together. At one point, I also had a dinosaur OC. I don't remember what her name was, but I wanted to be cool. So I also had a Velociraptor OC that was a partial robot. Original character, do not steal. And you know, I drew them. They were not very good drawings, but I drew them and I talked about them. And I remember there was one time, I wish that fan fiction was still around. I wrote a fan fiction that I don't remember exactly what the plot was, other than there was evil. Like Rouge was in it, I think Shadow was in it. Like this was definitely after I had played Sonic Adventure 2. Oh, there's some football. And so it had, you know, the villains. I think Metal Sonic was also in it. The OG Metal Sonic, to be exact, because I didn't like the new design. I liked the old design one because he was the original. In some ways, I'm very glad that a lot of that part of the internet doesn't exist anymore. I'm a little embarrassing. Most kids are. But yeah, so we had the villains and Metal Sonic, and I think Dream might have gotten like hurt very badly and Sonic had to like nurse her back to health or something. But there's one line that I always, and I think I will always remember, where I thought this was really cool. So they were talking to Rouge, because they were like, come on, Rouge, stop being evil, or something. I really don't know what that's supposed to do there. And I remember, was Amy there? Was it Cream? I don't even know who was there. But I wrote this line where they hid behind someone else, looking at Rouge for more than one reason. Because they were scared. And in my head, I was like, oh, this is gold. This is absolute gold. People will definitely understand what I am implying here. No, I don't think anyone understood what I was implying here. The implication was Rouge's booba were so large that they were scared of them. I thought I was really cool with that one. I was like, oh yeah, baby. People are gonna get this and they're gonna be like, oh my god, me too. So that is a line that will always stay with me. And I remember I wrote it in Notepad. It was in Notepad. I wish I still had that. but I was just like, oh man, this is gold. People love this. People are gonna be like, oh my god, yes, Winnie, I get you. No one got me. No one knew. I never, because see, I was too young, so I didn't want to actually explicitly mention the booba, right? You don't want to do that. Like, you can't do that. That's not allowed, right? You can't talk about booba on the internet, can you? That was my thought process. I was a very naive little wolf. I thought the best in everything in the world. So I figured, you know, you couldn't talk about booba on the internet, so I didn't. And you know, I still am a little scared of her booba. I think it's worth having a healthy fear of Rouge's booba. And I think it's also about, like, a little afterwards is when I started realizing that, like, I really liked the villain characters. Almost, like, more than the main Sonic crew. And let's be real, it was specifically because I had a crush on Rouge and did not realize what that was. Yeah. Oh, that's how it fell! Did you notice that Tails was also loaded in up there? But yeah, why am I going so slow? I definitely had a crush on Rouge. Am I going? Is this the opposite way I'm supposed to go? Is this like Tails' route? No? What happened here? Hi, Tails. But yeah, I 100% crush on Rouge as a small little Winnie and did not understand what that was or what that entailed. I just thought she was really cool and I wanted to like be friends with her after a certain point, and like it was like, she's cool, like she's badass, man. Like you see someone like that and you're like, wow, I want to be that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, there we go. And you know, I didn't realize until many, many years later. Oh my god. Oh, where am I going? Sonic. Sonic. How is the... let's see. I thought I fixed the... Ah, there we go. I never fixed the camera. Not that this is much better. But now I can move the camera when I get stuck. Where do I go? Yeah, I learned a lot of things on the internet as a wee little Winnie. Do I go to this way? Do I go this way? Is this the way I go? I don't think this is. Okay. Well, it worked. Eh. Where the heck am I? Okay, invisibility, let's go! Yeah, Sonic was my first fandom, and it's still very dear to my heart. I just think it's very neat. And yeah, Dream, she was good. She never made it out of the world of Sonic, I don't think. Not that I can remember. I kind of moved on. Moved on to greener pastures. She got sent up north to the farm, I guess. But I hit a point where I was just like, yeah, I can do more. So I think actually that point was I learned what Full Metal Alchemist was. And instead of wanting to be friends with Sonic, I wanted to be friends with Ed. So... I became friends with Ed instead. I hit a certain point and I went, yes, I am friends with him now. I am going to imagine... hello? Okay. Okay, we're good. I'm going to imagine being friends with Edward Elric. You know, as one does. I don't actually know, like, how much of, like, how universal that concept is. Ed is everyone's friend, but I more so mean just, like, the idea of, oh, my cursor again. Of the idea of, like, self-inserts, basically. I feel like it's not necessary. Ooh, nice. But I don't think it's as universal of a concept as I felt it was. I always saw people making fun of it. But you know, I hit a point where I did, like, it was whatever. I guess what I'm trying to say is, hey bros in the chat, like, did you have self-inserts that were friends with the characters you liked? Is that a normal experience? Like, I know it's a normal online experience, but, like, bros in the chat, is that normal for you guys? Like, hanging out with your bros? You were not friends with Thora? What? That is such a weird concept to me. That is such a weird concept, Stove, that, like, you didn't? It was just such a natural thing in my mind. I was just like, yeah, I like Sonic, I like Ed, I'm gonna be their friends. And so I created characters that would be their friends, kind of. The Full Metal Alchemist has lived with me also to this day. That's about the timeline in my life where I was more active on Oakaki boards, which, if you're not familiar with them, they are, were, I think some of them still exist. They were online image, like, not an image board, no. They were an online, like, drawing board, basically. So you could, you know, you'd make an account. People could host all their, like, there are so many different Oakaki boards. Like, you could just host your own. If you had the web space for it, you could make an Oakaki, and you could run it however you wanted, and it could be whatever kind of Oakaki board you wanted. And so people would post... I guess it basically ended up, yeah, I win. It basically ended up being kind of like, almost like a message board, but not really, because you had to draw. So, like, you would, you know, do your drawing and upload it, and you could, like, there's a comment section, and, like, you could have your little comments on it, and other people could comment on the picture. And, you know, or you could have conversations on there, because why not? Aw, jeez. Stinky. Eggman. And so you just have your conversations directly on this image board, and that's when I kind of started elaborating a bit on some of them. Let's be real, a lot of people used it also as a journal. So people would draw, like, vent art and stuff and be like, I hate my parents, I hate my life. And other people would be like, dang, that sucks. Yeah, that's not good. But yeah, it was a very, like, it was a community of people You know, just coming together, drawing art. A lot of the times it was like more specific subjects. Like there was one that I was on for a while, Muse Hangout, which was, as you can imagine, was mainly Pokemon themed. And you know, it didn't have to stay that way. And a lot of times it didn't. I don't know where to go next, so I'll just keep wandering. But yeah, so I would draw my Pokemon, and we'd talk about our stuff, complain about things, you know, be preteens, be teenagers. And it was a good time. Awesome time. I think now, okay, now I go to Mystic Ruins. I'm counting on you, Stove.
For the Mystic Ruins will be departing
I'm
soon.
counting upon you. All right, let me take a quick drink. Ooh, cutscene. Okay, I go there. Yeah, you know, we'd draw a little art, have our little conversations. It was children trying to moderate children. Point blank, that's what it was. Things got interesting, to say the least. Can I go in here? No. Okay. Mystic Caves. No, not there. There it is. Let me up, let me up, let me up. And so we would all kind of like like we'd be like, oh, that's a really cool idea. And like you make friendships and stuff. You'd have conversations, you'd get their AIM. I can't go here yet, can I? Yeah, you know, chat with them. A lot of it, there was a lot of role playing as well. As you can imagine, with the nature of kids talking about their like favorite characters and stuff. Was that wasn't the right way, I don't think. I'm missing something. Come here, T-Call.
Didn't you see a stone with an ice pattern on it?
No, I did not, in fact, see a stone. Oh. I've been talking about my OCs to call. And your camera is garbage. Maybe I'll go this way. Let's see. Anywhere? 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 There it is. How do I get to it? Hey. Ah, I want it. I have to do something with this? Yeah! Got my weird ice egg! Maybe. Oh, do I have to wait for it? Okay. Yeah, the end was a really fun time as a wee lass. A wee little Winnie. Hey, come here, come here. I need you. There we go. There we go. I got the egg. I think I have to platform. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That was baby platforming. Yeah, I had Dream / Fawn. Hey, no, I am still watching. Keep up my soundtrack. Wait, is this the way I go? Yes. And yep, I had Dream / Fawn. I don't know why I thought Fawn was a more original name. Oh, come on. I feel like I also had a point of, come on, there we go. Of considering naming her Hey, she's my OC. I name her what I want to name her. Also, you spelled fawn wrong. It was F-A-W-N. Is this not the egg? You are a rock. But yes, her name was Fawn, F-A-W-N. I don't know the logistics of that. Like, I don't know why I did that. Come on, egg. What is wrong with you? Come on. Is this wrong? Is this the wrong spot for you? Like, that was so obviously the egg, wasn't it? Look, you're icy. Oh no. Oh no. You saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing happen to the egg. Oh no. Is this salvageable? Can I salvage this? Huh, okay. I don't need that. Oh, I have to do more platforming? I didn't even notice there were platforms there. But, like, how? Oh, this game. But yeah, it was, I think it was 6th grade summer when I got into Full Metal Alchemist. I was really excited about it. I had gone to a, like, it was like a summer course thing, basically, and it was for comic stuff. So, like, cartooning, woo, it was for cartooning, and I was really, hey, the egg is back. I think the egg might have some use. But yeah, it was a cartooning thing taught by, like, a local cartoonist. He drew, like, funny little guys. At the end of the thing, he had this book, like this box of comics, and he let everyone pick one. I still have my Sonic the Hedgehog comic that I got. I was very excited with that. Where do you go, egg? No, come on. But yeah, there was a girl. There was a key near the casino. Did I grab that? Probably not, but I can head back there. It's kind of hard to see anything here. Just with the zoom cameras. Okay. Gotta get out of here. But yeah, there was another girl about my age who said, hey, look at this comic that I got. It's a manga. And I already knew, like, that wasn't my first foray into, you know, anime and manga and stuff. I've got there's an older Rowanberry in the family. And she, hey buddy. And she was kind of the one who really started everything.
Where are you?
Yeah, where are you? And so I already had some idea of stuff, but like, the gal was like, hey, look at this. This is Edward Elric. And I went, what? He looks stupid. And they're like, no, he's not stupid. He's cool. Read this. And so I borrowed it was the first volume. I borrowed the first volume of Full Metal Alchemist, and I read it, and I went, when I came back, I went, wow, he's a loser. I think he's evil. But, you know, when you say that kind of stuff, you kind of say it out of, like, a familiarity. Like, you know, it wasn't good jest at that point. We were talking about it, and, you know, I was like, yeah, no, he looks funny. He looks evil. Why is he evil looking? Hey, there's my egg. Come here. Oh, can I go up this way?
Headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
Nice. But yeah, so I was like, oh no, he's definitely like evil or something. By the end of it, I had found out when Full Metal Alchemist the anime aired on Cartoon Network. And I, my mouse again, sorry. And I recorded it. I woke up, well wait, I can't remember if it aired early or late. But I specifically made sure that, oh hell, that's not right. Get me out of here, get me out, oh. Oh, I think I'm stuck in this. But I specifically recorded it on VHS, and I got the first episode recorded, and then I missed the second episode and had to record the third episode instead. And I was very sad about that. Oh, jeez. But, you know, whatever. I was like, I didn't need that episode. And, you know, I thought it was pretty cool, and oh dear. And so I kept reading it, but did I read it? Had I already figured out the online secrets by then? I think I might have. But so I kept reading it, and I went, this is really cool.
Straight up, you should be able to get out
This
of
is
the
really cool. I like this. Oh.
Jump on panel number 1.
This
It'll take you to
camera.
Panels 2 and 3.
Okay.
As soon as you land on a panel, or else you'll fall.
Oh my goodness. There we go. Let me... Whee! But yeah, so I kept reading Full Metal Alchemist, and I really liked it, and I watched... Oh, something glitched majorly. Yeah, I would watch it as well. I think I was watching it as the original anime aired or something. I don't quite remember. But I was a very excited little child, and I grew to like Ed more and more. You know, I'm a small little Winnie, so I thought it was funny that he'd get so upset about, you know, being called short and stuff. And I was like, ha ha ha, me too. Because, you know, that's life. Kids are gonna make fun of you if you're small, if you're tall, whatever. They're gonna find something. And so I was like, oh, I like that. That's funny. I think it's funny. And I also like that he, you know, surprise. Sorry, this might be spoilers to y'all, but Edward Elric has kind of a deep, dark past. I know, it's very, very shocking. And I liked that. I enjoyed that he had trauma. I enjoyed that they had a dramatic life, and I thought that was cool as like a storytelling thing. So I liked both Ed and Al. Though I liked Ed more because Al was too nice. Like he's a cute little guy, but he was just way too nice, and I didn't like that. But Ed like wouldn't take any shit from people, and I like that because in my mind, little Winnie didn't take any shit from people either. Yeah, I thought it was really cool. I was the same child, the same baby wolf, who when I went... Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I was supposed to go that way? Okay. But I was the same little wolf who when I went to, you know, elementary wolf school where you learn how to be a wolf way back in the day, they had, you know, you had to go across the boardwalk and stuff. You had to get through the forest. But right by the school, it was a little precarious, right? So, oh, thank God, I'm back here. Oh, I still have the key. But so they needed, you know, during the busiest times when all the other little wolves were filing in to go to their classes, they needed to make sure that, you know, no stray animals got in the way. So they had, they had big wolves there, but they also had the little flag wolves, the little color guard. Yeah, there we go. And they would chill. Oh, excuse me. And so they had these little flags, and you know, across the paths that were the most like precarious and most likely to be not as, you know, something that could be a little dangerous, you know, they'd stick their little flags out. The big kids were nearby to make sure, you know, nothing bad actually happened. And, you know, you cross that little pathway and then you're good. And they make sure you stay safe, that any precarious creatures will wait for you. Ooh. Oh, I can't do that, can I? Do I go up? Okay, I go up. Ah, oh dear. This camera. And, oh, this is right. Shoo, precision platforming. Anyways. But yeah, as a small Winnie, I thought it was kind of cool. I saw that and I went, wow, this is when I was too little. I was too small of a wolf to do that. Because, you know, only the bigger of the little wolves could do it, because it was a lot of responsibility. And so I wanted to do it. And finally the year came. I was a big enough little wolf to where I could sign up to be a little flag wolf. And there's this little section, you know, you had to fill out a thing. It was very, very dramatic. It was basically just, do you want to do this? Yes? No? Okay. Why do you want to do this, small wolf? And they were just expecting like a 2-sentence thing. But there's a question on there that talked about attendance. And it was like, will you have good attendance? Because, you know, it's a lot of responsibility. So the responsibilities also include being punctual and on time and there. And little baby Winnie looked at that question and went, but what if I don't know if I'll be in school all the time. Like, what if I get sick? I can't control that. And so I was very, very upset about that because I was like, well, I can't answer. I can't say yes, I'll be in school because what if I get sick? No, who knows? And so I went from being extremely excited to be a little flag wolf to not wanting to do it at all. Because I was terrified that what if I got sick? I'd be letting everyone down. That would be so inconsiderate of me. So I didn't ever actually do it. So that's the kind of kid, the kind of little pup wolf I was. But I liked Edward Elric. Oh god, that's right, I have to go oh. I liked Edward Elric because he didn't care about that stuff. He was cool. He was independent. He would talk to anyone however he wanted. If he was upset, he would yell at them, and I thought that was so cool. I thought he was so flippin' cool for just speaking his mind and just being himself. And I was like, wow, I like that. And that's why I had a crush on Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. Because I thought he was very cool and independent, and, you know, he'd tell it like it is, and it was funny that he'd be... It was funny that he was short and stuff. I thought that was funny, because I'm also short. But so considerate little Winnie was like, wow, I really like this inconsiderate brat of a kid. Which is kind of a reoccurring theme in my life.
Not to fall off.
Be care- Yeah, I tried to be careful and then I fell off. And so I really liked Ed. I thought he was really cool. He's still a really cool character. And you know, I was like, wow, and he's so independent. That must be so cool. Oh, goes there. Don't mind the fact that, oh, he's so cool and independent. Actually is, wow, he has so much trauma and no family. Don't worry about that part. I just thought it was really cool that he just, like, did what he wanted. And so I wanted to be like him. And I was like, yeah, I'm like Ed. I'm like Ed. I do my hair like him sometimes. I braid it, and then I have my bangs super long. And I thought I was really cool with that. Oh my god. But yeah, I still like Ed as a character. Did you know he's no longer short? Yeah, he grows up. Funny how that works. When you're 12 at the start of a series that lasts years, you kind of like get bigger. You grow up, you mature. And now he's just living his days out on a farm. What more can you ask for? But so, you might be wondering, Winnie, what's the point of this ramble? I mentioned that I had a Full Metal Alchemist OC, right? Or did I imply that? Well, I did. I sure did. I had an OC. Now get this. I really don't think Sonic and Edward Elric are in fact the same person. They're very... Well, they both have problems with authority. Sonic doesn't have parents. Huh. I'm gonna pretend that you didn't say that so I don't have to think about the ramifications of my childhood cartoon crushes and how it reflects on me as a wolf now.
Be careful not to fall.
Yeah, be careful not to fall. Okay, let me see, because I think, doesn't this fall, don't these fall? It is the camera! Guys, it's the camera! It's not me! I promise! But yeah, so I had... Here, let me change back to the auto camera and see if that helps with this. But so yeah, I had a Full Metal Alchemist OC, and you might think, okay, it's gonna be like another like dream character where, you know, tragic backstory, super emo, Ed's like best friends with her and all that. No. See, I also thought the idea of the Chimera were really cool. Mina affected me. Mina affected a lot of people. Yeah. That caused many, many little wolves long-lasting trauma. And it's a really, like, poignant moment in the story, too. Like, it's the point where, like,
Be careful not to fall off.
it's bad. Oh, excuse me. And so, you might think, okay, yeah, that's what you like, right? Like, you made your cute little girl. No. See, the Chimera thing. For some reason, I really like the idea of, like, the fact that you mash these two beings together, and neither of them really exist anymore, if that makes sense. Like, there were bits of both Nina and Alexander, but, like, it wasn't a viable creation. It could speak, but could it live? And, like, I'm just, like, really... Oh no! Oh, come on, cameras. But I really latched on to that idea. God knows why. And so, I decided my OC was going to be a Chimera. And not just any Chimera. Because you know how the whole, like, oh, they can't actually survive thing, right? Like, it's an abomination that can't actually exist. Oh, no, let me back up there, please. But no, see. We're talking OCs here. So I had this super, super cool idea. I was like, I'm gonna have a dog. Aww. Thank you, extra sunburn. I can finally maybe pronounce that. Thank you for watching, even though the mobile app is a jerk. Isn't that sunburn? Yeah. Am I right? Did I pronounce that right, Stowe? But yeah, oh dear. You're checking? Yeah, get back to me on how to pronounce that, because I probably flubbed it a few times. Snowboarding. But yeah, I decided, no, I'm gonna do the whole Chimera thing, because I thought that was really cool. And it was sufficiently, like, traumatic of a idea. So that's how Rover was born. Yeah, his name was Rover. He was a Chimera of a Doberman, because I liked Doberman at the time. I still do, they're cool. And the alchemist who, you know, gave his life, essentially. Who is Rover's old owner. Rather, his only owner, except now, you know, now they're just together. And so what had happened was, there was like some attack. I don't know, maybe it was Scar, who knows? I was like really cool with this shit. And also I didn't think too far. But so, Rover here, and I don't know if I ever gave his owner a name. That's kind of sad. But they had been attacked by something. And it was very clear that both of them were they were gonna die. They were both gonna die. And so, Rover's owner, in a moment of pure sacrifice, created a chimera of himself and Rover, and Rover's consciousness won. Yeah, Yeah, so that's, the general backstory of my, second OC. And you might also be wondering, Winnie, how does this relate to Edward Elric and anything of that nature? Well, you see... Ooh, where does this go? Where does this go? Does this go somewhere good? You don't know how nothing relates to nothing? Aww. Let's see. Rover could talk also. Just for the record, he could talk. He was a sentient being. He was basically just a red dog who could talk and was very, very emo. He was very upset at the world because he didn't want to be alive. He didn't have a choice in the matter, and he wasn't happy. And so he decided he hated alchemists. Couldn't stand them, especially state alchemists. They were the worst. They were by far the worst. So he hated Ed. He couldn't stand Ed, and Ed hated him back. And it was a very good dynamic in my little wolfy mind. I thought it was really cool coming up with this super cool dynamic that no one had ever come up with before. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Oh no. So they kind of hated each other, but at the same time, there was this respect between them, you know? There was still that respect. Like taking candy from a baby. And at the end of the day, if Ed was dying, Rover was gonna save him, but he didn't like Ed. No. Couldn't stand him. I also really liked the dynamic between Ed and Envy. If that explains anything. Way to go, knucklehead. Control! Oh. Wrong game. Hey. But yeah, so they hated each other, but at the end of the day, they would have saved each other. And they did. Because I came up with so many dramatic stories, and I role-played with my friends, and it was amazing. And I had a friend who had an OC who was well, I don't know if she was dating Al, but they were in love. They were basically that was the ship there. So it was the OC whose name I don't even remember, and Al, and then it was Rover and Ed. And it was some real good dramatic MSN RP. And it was very self-indulgent. And, I kind of miss that. I kind of miss some of that self-indulgence. The audacity, the strength in going, I'm going to make an OC whose life is incredibly entangled with the main character of this series that I like. There's power to that. That is such a powerful stance. And I think everyone should learn a little bit from, Lil Winnie. Just do it. What's stopping you, right? What is stopping you from being self-indulgent? And going, you know what? I really like Edward Elric. But I also really like the idea of him getting angry and experiencing frustration. So I'm gonna make my OC hate him. And also, yeah, I'm making an OC who's super close to Ed, but also hates Ed, and they hate each other, and it's super cool. So yeah, just live your best life is my recommendation. If you want to do something, do it. If you want to become a supervillain and take over the goddamn world like Eggman, do it. What's stopping you, huh? What's stopping you? I think you'll find that nothing is stopping you. Except the laws of society, I guess. Hey, Chaos, can you, like, stop whatever you're doing? You don't necessarily need machines to be a villain. You can also take someone else's power. That's an option, too. And one that I would highly recommend. I think you should do it, Stove. Become the evil villain in your life. Become the main character of your own story. The egg carrier. God, I hate that chaos boss fight. I have it on good authority that Winnie has not seen Mob Psycho. No, I have not, but I know that's the song where it counts. And also,
We can't let him get away.
power.
It's my workshop and we'll take the tornado.
Oh,
Yeah.
power. Oh, are we friends now?
Business to take care of. No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
It's friends.
Come on.
Oh my god.
Going.
But yeah, I think you should just become a villain. Destroy the world. What does it matter? Maybe don't, actually. That's bad advice. Do not take my advice and destroy the world. You wouldn't be able to come watch me if you destroyed the world, okay? And that would make me really sad. That would make me a really sad little wolf. I might cry a little even. Oh, speaking of sad, I literally just got an email from Duolingo titled, "You made Duo sad." Thanks for guilting me. Alright, where am I supposed to go now? I was supposed, Tails' plane is probably, you know, at his workshop in the Mystic Ruins.
The train headed for the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon.
I'm a fool. I'm a fool of a little Winnie. Yeah, just make the OCs that you want to see in the world. I guarantee you it will be a far better experience than trying to be original and for the sake of it, if that makes sense. Or like trying not to fall into tropes or like being self-indulgent. What does it matter if you're self-indulgent? Who's gonna stop you? The only one stopping you is yourself. And I mean, it's kind of hard to put up with that, right? I mean, look at me. I'm here. You think I'd be doing this if I listened to myself? Who's like, oh no, Winnie. Winnie. Oh, right, Tails is a genius. But if someone were like, come on, Winnie, what are you doing? Look at all those red cloaks out there. You know what I say to them? I don't care. I like my red cloak. And I want to wear it. And I'm gonna wear it. So I do. It's that simple. You just gotta do it. They're like, oh no, that's already been done. Find me something that has never been done in life. You can't. So just do it. Ooh. Ooh. Shoot, 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 shoot. Blah, 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 blah. But yeah, basically, you're really your worst enemy, and I cannot pretend that I'm above that. Trust me. Trust me. But the more that you just, like, forcibly yell at yourself in your head to be like, hey, that's dumb. Hey, just, do you like this thing? Then do the thing that you like. Do you like this trope in a character? Cool, awesome. Guess what? You're like the 500th billionth person to do it. Along with everything else out there that has been done 500 billion times. So just do it. Just do it. Live your best life. It's what we're here for. Is just do it. That kind of got off track. I was talking about being a shitty little wolf, and now suddenly I'm giving a motivational speech. But you know, that is kind of something that I've been thinking a lot about. Yeah, cringe culture is bullshit. Like, it stops so much creativity. Like, I've been talking about, like, all my funny little OCs and stuff this whole time. But, like, at the same time, I specifically remember there was a quiz out there that was a, is your character a Mary Sue, where you would rate, like, you would check all these boxes and decide if, you know, your character was a Mary Sue or not. And the idea, like, the implication was, oh, this is bad, like, you can't. If you hit these points, then you're bad. You're bad at making characters, and you should feel bad about yourself. And, like, unfortunately, I found that really early. And so I always kind of had this, like, kind of like self-hate of like, oh no, I can't do that. Like, that's too cliche. Like, that's being a Mary Sue. I can't do that, guys. And that was kind of a, like, just the backdrop of a lot of that still. Even though I had Rover and I had Dream and all these other OCs and stuff, I still, like, I felt bad about it. And I'm upset that I felt that bad about it for that long. Like, it's not a fun feeling. And I think there should be a lot more, like, just support towards that. Especially with, like, the little wolves out there. Like, they're just trying to figure out the world. Especially at that age, like, they're just kind of, like, getting to a point where they're like, oh, yes, I am a human being. Like, I am an individual. I am not just, like, an offshoot of my parents. I have my own, like, I'm my own person. And, you know, there's a lot to explore with that, too. And, yeah, it's gonna be cringe. Let's be real. It's incredibly cringe, and I love that.
Sonic, wait up!
Sonic, wait up! Or, like, how for a while I didn't like Amy Rose because I thought she was too stereotypical of a girl. Oh my god, she's just lovesick.
So you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
And that kind of stuff sticks with you. And there's a lot of just, like, feeling bad about who you are and what you like. Or feeling like you shouldn't like this thing because other people don't like it either. And So then you don't do it. And just like all this potential is just lost then. You've written it off. It's gone. That's sad. And I'm legitimately sad that, you know, little baby Winnie fell victim to a lot of that in a way. Little baby Winnie, despite having Rover and despite having Dream, probably could have been a whole lot more cringe. And I think that's kind of it, to a degree. It has, like, it will hinder you. Like, it is something that's gonna stick with you, even if you try to pretend it doesn't. It's still something that you're thinking about. What are these cutscenes? Whoa!
He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Oh,
Oh, now what?
no, now what?
Huh?
Oh, what? Oh, right. See? Cute couples get in free. Let's go. Good job, Amy.
Wait. Oh, man.
Oh,
That
man.
girl is such a pain.
And, like, even, like, with Amy Rose, like, she's got a really generic story here. But all of the stories are really generic. But, like, it's still, she does something for herself, which I think is really cool. And then Sonic Adventure 2 comes around. Oh, one sec. We're back. My playlist thought I wasn't listening anymore, but yes, I am in fact listening to the Sonic 2 soundtrack. Sonic Adventure 2 soundtrack while playing Sonic Adventure 2. I'm funny. What am I supposed to do? Oh! Ah! Oh! Hey! Oh, okay, there we go. Choo, choo. But yeah, I think there should be a lot more encouragement among, you know, the little folk out there. Why am I going so slow all of a sudden? There we go. Like, yeah, they're gonna like some cringy things. They're gonna watch those Minecraft videos on YouTube and the Sonic creepypastas and stuff, and they're gonna be like, wow, I really like Freddy from FNAF. And you're gonna be like, what the hell is a FNAF, dear? You're gonna ask that. And don't worry about it. Just as long as they aren't hurting anyone with it. Just support it. Just nod along. Maybe, like, you know, Google Five Nights at Freddy's. And then you'll be like, oh, okay, this is weird. But don't tell them that. Just, you know, let the little wolves explore what it means to be themselves. Zoom, 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 zoom. Woo! Yeah! It's just so much more freeing when you think about just liking what you like. Like, man, just if you enjoy it, just do it. Like, I've thought about this a lot with the whole, you know, pretty obvious here, but the whole, like, VTubing thing. Like, you know, it's kind of a hip thing right now. But at the same time, like, what does it matter if it's like, oh, there's too many new VTubers out there and they're all the same, blah 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 blah. And these people are just like wasting their time. I just want to have fun. And I've had some of the most fun that I have had in my life in a long time. By doing this stuff and talking to new people and just... I really like the vibe. And okay, granted, there's stuff that maybe isn't quite so good vibes. But you know, that's gonna happen. That's the unfortunate truth. This is gonna happen. There's gonna be drama. There's gonna be nonsense you're trying to deal with. And you just gotta, if it's something that you enjoy and that you're having a good time doing, just keep doing it. Like, man, if you want to be a White Fox VTuber, you know, go for it. I guarantee you there's more than just Fubuki out there who is a White Fox VTuber. Yeah? And it's fine. It's fine. Ah, that's not fine. Yeah, like, you know. Or, let's see, what's another example? Maybe you want to be a cute dog. There's a lot of dogs in the world. It's all good. It's all good. Just be a dog. If you're a dog, you're a dog. Bark at them if they get mad, right? That's what my little Winnie niece does. She can bark now. She's free. She's free from the confines of society on account of being a baby. Oh dear. I really don't know where I'm going anymore. But yeah, I think people just need to stop worrying so much about being perfectly original or like having no inspirations out, like no like, oh, you like frickin' you like hit virtual YouTuber Kizuna Ai. Like clearly that's your gimmick, is like you like her first and you're riffing off of that. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just like, it's whatever. You're not gonna be the first virtual idol out there. You might not even be the first virtual idol with a white, pink, and brown color scheme. It's gonna happen. If it's something that you like, then go for it. Just do it. Yeah. God, that stage took way too long. Yeah, I do really like the creativity that I've seen in the VTubing world so far. It reminds me a lot of old like Nico Nico Doga, Toho fandom stuff, like early Vocaloid. That's what it reminds me a lot of, is all of that. And just like the freeness of everything and all of the like collaborative nature to things. Like everyone's working together, everyone has different talents and stuff. And I think especially like VTubing too is getting a lot more of those talents seen. Cause like, you know, you've got your graphic designers making overlays. Like that's a skill. You've got, you know, people who are now collabing with artists and making original songs, getting lyricists, people to make the music, like all this stuff. Mixers, vocal tuners, like it's everything. And I really like that VTubing is providing more of a venue for something beyond just, oh, my cursor. Something more than just,
No
oh,
trains are currently in service.
oh, heck. Something more than just, oh, I want to commission an artist to draw a thing. And like, please don't take that as me like trying to discount commissioning an artist. I am not. Please, 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 mods, help. What is, welcome to Emerald Coast. Thanks. Ooh, excuse me. But just like the fact that there is that like collaborative nature, or like, wait, is that what I needed this whole time? Oh my god. What building, Sonic? This is what happens when I go on a rant. I go, where do I go? Do I go here? Ah, okay. Come on, let me in. But there's a lot wider of a like variety of things that people are looking for in a creative sense. Like, you know, there's people doing logos. You've got the whole live 2D thing going on. Like, that is a skill. And like, it's not necessarily a skill that would have been seen otherwise. Like, if VTubing didn't exist, like, why would there be live 2D stuff? Like, yeah, it would be used professionally for like, you know, animations and things in bigger studios or like video game stuff. Like, it had already been getting used there. But it has exploded so much, and I love that. Like, there's so many different talents now. Like, I'm sure we're gonna start getting people being like, I want to code, like, I would love to have my own little, like, video game. And you're gonna find someone who's like, hey, you want to make a funny little indie video game? Sure, I love to code funny little video games. And then there's gonna be some VTuber video game out there. Like, completely just like, it's gonna happen. I can almost guarantee you it's gonna happen after a certain point. And I like that there's all of that. If that makes sense. Oh dear. Let me in this. Because there's so much like different collaborative stuff that you can do, and so many different talents. Oh, I wasn't supposed to go down here. Okay, no, it's fine. And that's something that I really, really like and have been having a lot of fun with like VTubing stuff, is like going through and like looking into different creative talents. Because let me tell you, I have looked at live 2D and I've gone, I should learn how to do that. And then I realize I'm just fooling myself that I have the like technical prowess for live 2D to make sense for me. I'd love to fool myself and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna rig my own model. I got this, I can do this. But, I can't, trust me, I do not have the mindset for live 2D. And, you know, I accept that. It's not something that is gonna come naturally to people, and it's a very different way. Hey, screw you, car. Oh god, I need rings! Like, it's a different set of skills. And there's a lot of stuff like that in the VTubing community. where it had already kind of been there because, you know, like Vocaloid stuff, like you had all the music artists and things and all of that. You had the animators, the artists, the lyricists, the people who tuned Hatsune Miku. That's tricky and that's a skill. And a lot of those videos were group efforts. And I just think it's really nifty that, like, that is coming back more with VTubing. Because it kind of, like, you saw Sand Planet, like, and things had kind of died down with Vocaloid stuff. Like, there was a peak, and, like, Vocaloid is still a very, like, powerful, strong thing. But it's not quite as big as it used to be. Which is a little unfortunate, but, you know, it's the nature of life. Things are gonna move on. But a lot of what I'm seeing is, you know, I was big on the like, Utaite scene back in the day when I was a wee lass. And I'm seeing a lot of those same people come back now. And they're coming back, and not only are they coming back, you know, doing VTubing, but they're coming back supporting the VTubers, or they're coming back and realizing, hey, I have a skill that is very pertinent to this. And I think it can be a valuable asset. And then it is a valuable asset. And then everyone's winning. Everyone can win. Isn't that amazing? I think it's really cool. So basically, Winnie's rant for the day is 1, it's okay to be cringe. Be cringe and be free. I am cringe and I am free. Look at me, I'm a funny little wolf. Look at me. You could be just like me. I mean, you can't actually be Winnie, but you could do this. Just do it. Doesn't have to be fancy, just do it. Like this overlay that I have, that was from Etsy.
This station must be the center
Yeah?
of the city.
My little chibi, okay, granted my little chibi is from Wish Mama. But also like the little Winnies on the side, that was one of my friends. Things don't have to be insane, I promise you. You should just go for it. Just be cringe and be free and be self-indulgent. Your
Station must be the
middle
center
school
of the
self will thank you. I can guarantee you. And also, like, if you're like, man, I wish I could do that, just do it. Just give it a shot. Who knows? Maybe you'll love it. Maybe you'll hate it, but then you'll know that you hate it. So just, you know, that's how it goes, man. Be cringe and free. Self-indulge in what you like in the world, because the world out there can be a scary place. There's lots of monsters that want to gobble you up. And I mean, just make the best of it. Be cringe, be free, love yourself, do things because you want to, and I would say always try to be someone who, like, little middle school you would be like, damn, I wish I was that person. Yeah? Yeah? Oh man, this got real motivational speechy. Don't worry about it. Oh, I see, there's Jasper. Hi, Jasper. So, on that note, I was hoping to get through all of Sonic's stages.
Better get going.
Unfortunately I didn't. I'd keep going, but there is someone who is just starting up her debut stream. Henamimi is just starting. She's been streaming for a while, but she's got her live 2D. And so I'm gonna send y'all over there so you can check her out if you like. She draws a lot of cute girls. She's been playing Elden Ring recently. She also is, at least from my perspective, really freaking good at Toho. So check her out. Give her a follow. Give her a sub. Celebrate. It's also her birthday. So birthday and debut, like that's really cool, man. Give her some love. How do I do this now? Yes, Jasper. So thank you guys for coming out, hanging out with me. I hope that I didn't come across as preachy. I have a lot of feelings and I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and I think people should enjoy what they're doing more. And I wish I had enjoyed more of what I did when I was a wee Winnie, even though I still enjoy it now. So, let's go raid a chicken. Oh. All right, I should go to my ending screen. Ooh. Beep. All right, let's go.